Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the purple devil emoji. Oh, and just in case you have any more emoji related needs, feel free to check out the card system and the link below down in the description for my emoji tutorials playlist. It is growing bigger every week. Moving on, if you want to make the emoji, here's what you're going to need. You will need some black wool, and finally, grab yourself some purple wool, and those are the only two materials that you're going to be needing. So once you have each one of those, and once you've figured out what you want to make it, I'll be making it right here, you're going to want to kick off your emoji with a single black wool on the floor. Then from that black wool, do an up left diagonal. Then go left by 2, 1, 2. Then do an up left diagonal. And go left by 1. Then do an up left diagonal. And go left by 1. Then do 3 up left diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then go up by 1. Then do an up left diagonal. And go up by 1. Then do an up left diagonal. And go up by 2, 1, 2. Then do an up left diagonal. And go up by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do an upright diagonal, and go up by 2, 1, 2. Then do an upright diagonal, and go up by 1. Then do an upright diagonal, and go up by 1. Then go left by 1, up by 1, left by 1, up by 1, left by 1, up by 1, left by 1. Then up by 5, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then go right by 2, 1, 2. Then do a bottom right diagonal, and go right by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal, and go right by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal, and go right by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal, followed by a bottom left diagonal. Then go left by 1. Connect everything together by doing 2 bottom left diagonals, 1 and 2. This is what the shape wants to look like once you've formed it, so since we did quite a few twists and turns there, I figured I'd show you guys what you wanted to end up with. Once you've reached this point right here, you now want to return to this single black wool that we have on the right hand side here, and from this black wool, go right by 1. Then do an upright diagonal, and go right by 2, 1, 2. Then do an upright diagonal, and go right by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do a bottom right diagonal, and go right by 2, 1, 2. Then do a bottom right diagonal, and go right by 1. Then do an upright diagonal, and go right by 1. Then do an upright diagonal, and go right by 1. Then do an upright diagonal, and go right by 1. Then do an upright diagonal, and go right by 2, 1, 2. Then go down by 5, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then go left by 1. Down 1, left 1, down 1, left 1, down 1, left 1, down 1. But from the same block that you just went down 1 from, you then want to do 3 up left diagonals from that block, so that'll be 1, 2, 3. Then go left of that third up left diagonal by 1 to give you a shape which should look exactly like this. And this is of course guys just the opposite horn. Once you've got that taken care of, you now want to return back down to this single black wool block that we have right here, and from this block do a bottom right diagonal. And go down by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go down by 2, 1, 2. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go down by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do a bottom left diagonal. And go down by 2, 1, 2. Then do a bottom left diagonal, and go down by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal, and go down by 1. Then do 3 bottom left diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then go left of that third bottom left diagonal by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal, and go left by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal, go left by 2, 1, 2. Then do a bottom left diagonal, go left of that diagonal until you connect all the way back to where you first started, and you should end up with a shape that should look exactly like this. And as you can see, this is the outline of the head and the two devil horns on the left and right hand side there. Once you've got that taken care of, it's now time for us to do the features of the face. So take out your purple wool, come all the way down to this bottom row of 5 black wool that we have right here, and on top of this row of 5 black wool, do 6 rows of 5 purple directly on top. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of purple on top of that bottom row of 5. Then do a row of 6 black wool, or a row of 5 black wool I should say, on top of those 6 rows of purple wool. Then take this row of 5 black wool and extend it going left and right each by 2. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Then on top of this row, place another row of black, and then extend it out going to further right and left. 1, 2, and 1, 2, like so. What you then want to do is you want to do a row of 3 on the left and right hand side. So coming in towards the center from the ends, a row of 3 on the left and right hand side. Then extend that row of 3 going on the left hand side left by 1, and on the right hand side will also go right by 1. But from the block that you used to go left with, go up on top of it by 1, left by 1, then do an up left diagonal from that block. Then from this diagonal, take out your purple and go up on top of it by 2, 1, 2. Then right by 1. Then do a black wool. Then go up by 6 on top of your black wool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then do an up left diagonal, then left by 1, to give you this shape. What you then want to do, on top of this purple wool that touches that black, do a row of 4 black wool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. Then, starting from this same position on the right hand side, coming up, you want to do a row of 5 black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then take this 4th block in that row of 5 and extend it going right by 1. And the shape that you should form should look exactly like this. This is the devil's left eye. Once you've got that taken care of on the left hand side, we literally have to do the exact same thing on the right. So come all the way to the right hand side of the mouth, take this block right here and extend it going right by 1. Up 1, right 1, up right diagonal. Then place 2 purple wool on top, then go left by 1. Place a black wool. Go up on top of that block by 6, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then do an upright diagonal. Then go right by 1 to form this shape. We then want to do the row of 4 on the right hand side here. 1, 2, 3, 4. The row of 5 on the left hand side, starting from the same position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We then take that 4th block, extend it going left by 1 to give us this shape right here. And you should find that once you've done that on the left and right, once you've got the outline done, I just got a text which scared the crap out of me. The devil emoji is real. All we have to do now to complete our emoji, guys, once you've reached this point right here, is we just have to completely fill this thing in with purple wool. So let's get to it. And I think I'll hang in there with you guys to fill this thing in since it's relatively simple. And I don't think it will take that much time. So all you have to do, quite literally, guys, the entire face, both horns, fill everything in with purple wool and you will be good to go, guys. You will be good to go. There's nothing complicated about this whatsoever. So I do want to point out, and I like to point these things out whilst we're filling things in since we don't have to talk about anything real. So I would like to point out that you guys should feel free to suggest what emojis I should make next. Every single one of these emojis have been made by request, including this one. One of you guys out there, several of you guys out there in fact, suggested that I should make this one. I've been getting a lot of animal ones. Animal ones are actually my favorite. My two current favorite ones actually. The moon emoji, which I would highly suggest you guys check out. The moon emoji is so creepy. I love that one. And I also kind of like the poop emoji. I still don't understand why you guys like it so much, but I kind of do like it. aesthetically, I guess. Maybe it's the big giant eyes, I don't know. But if you guys want to, feel free to suggest your favorite emojis, and maybe I'll end up making them. Who knows? You guys could do that on Twitter if you like, at TSMC360, or you could do it in the comments. I usually do check the comments of the emoji videos relatively quickly, and I do catalog which ones you guys want to see. And like I said, my favorite ones to do, the favorite ones to make, are the animal ones. They're not always like my favorite ones to actually like look at. They're not always my favorite. Like I said, I think on top is the moon emoji, which is really creepy, but the animal ones are my favorite ones to do. So far I've made on video, I've made a pig, a panda, and the cat emoji, and I like all of them. So I suppose that next, if I had to guess, and I'm pretty sure that I have this in my lists, I'm sure that you guys would want to see a dog emoji if we have all of those. I think you guys want to see a monkey one as well, but again, like I said, feel free to recommend any that you'd like to see me make. And I suppose that that is all I have to say about that, and that is all of the topics that I've prepared. Pickle pepper. I develop a stutter at random times. I don't know if you guys have realized that, or if you guys have tried this yourselves, if you've tried to make videos and you have to talk for a long enough amount of time. For whatever reason, out of completely random circumstances, you just completely lose your voice. It just either dies on you, or this might just be specific to me, or you develop speech impediments, and I'm not entirely sure why. It might be a stutter, or maybe you just start squawking in the middle of your sentences. It's completely random. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. That was a little cheesy. I'll admit that was cheesy, but we've just about filled in our emoji, and all we have to do now is take a look at this thing and make sure that it's right. So this is what you want to end up with for your 100% fully completed devil emoji, guys. Here it is in its entirety. And hopefully yours looks exactly like this. Hopefully you've managed to make it. And if you have managed to make it, guys, if you like it, feel free to drop me a like, a favorite, a share, anything you'd feel like doing to help me out, guys. I always vastly appreciate it. Only spurs me on to make more videos and take more of your requests, so you guys get to see what you want to see. So if you would like, favorite, share, and comment down below, what would you like to see next? Emoji or anything otherwise. And I suppose that is probably it, guys. So, oh, and also, I always forget this, feel free to check out the card system and the description below we got there in the end, the card system and the description below for my emoji tutorials playlist. There's quite a few of them in there now, and it's also getting bigger. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.